Drugs of abuse. Decision-making in teens involves a chemical called dopamine in the brain's reward center. Dopamine helps transmit signals in the brain that make people feel happy. The number of brain receptors interacting with dopamine is higher in adolescence than at any other time of life. That means that when a teen is exposed to a reward, such as a compliment, the reward center reacts more strongly than it would for an adult. Also, being with friends increases the sensitivity to rewards and makes the already sensitive reward system even more sensitive. Feeling rewards more strongly and responding more intensely to what peers may think means that there are biological reasons for why teens sometimes decide to do things with their friends that they would never do on their own. This can be positive by encouraging friends to take on new challenges. But it can also lead to dangerous decisions, such as drug and alcohol use. Misuse of substances like alcohol and drugs is a growing problem, and teens and young adults are most at risk, with half of all new drug users being under the age of 18. Drug use and abuse can contribute to harmful short- and long-term health risks. Drug abuse can have long-term effects on a developing teenage brain. MRI scans of the brain have shown that people who have been using drugs for a long time have a smaller prefrontal cortex than people who have not been using drugs. The prefrontal cortex is the area where decision-making occurs. Drug use can result in low grades, memory loss, and social problems. A lot of us have an idea about what a person dependent on drugs looked like. However, anyone can suffer from this type of addiction. Addiction doesn't depend on income, job, age, race, or color. It is a disease of the brain that can happen to anyone. Drug dependency is when a person consumes alcohol or drugs regularly, although it causes issues in their lives and relationships with others. Get help if you need it. Encourage your friends to get help, too. Myths and misconceptions about drugs of abuse. Myth is a popular belief or tradition that has grown up around something or someone. Misconception is a wrong or inaccurate idea. Myths and misconceptions about drugs of abuse. 1. Drugs of abuse improve memory. 2. Drugs of abuse help in the digestion of food. 3. Drugs of abuse make a person bold and brave. 4. Drugs of abuse remove life's problems and worries. 5. Drugs of abuse heat up the body. Facts about drugs of abuse. 1. Drugs of abuse do not improve memory. Drugs of abuse shut down proper brain functioning. Certain drugs stimulate the brain but do not really help improve memory. Most drug users claim they think better and clearly after taking drugs, but tests on performance and cognition have proven that they have performed worse. 2. Drugs of abuse do not help in the digestion of food. Certain drugs of abuse stimulate the production of stomach acids. Constant exposure to higher than normal acid level damages stomach linings, which can result to ulcers. 3. Drugs of abuse place a user in a dangerous and life-threatening situation. Certain drugs of abuse remove shyness and inhibition. In psychology, normal inhibition prohibits a person to do unacceptable things, thoughts and desires. Normal inhibition includes not taking other people's things, not crossing a busy street, and knowing what is right from wrong. The temporary courage brought about by taking drugs is a dangerous one, as it makes a drug user lose normal judgment, which is part of the person's normal inhibition. 4. Drugs of abuse worsen life's problems and worries. Drugs of abuse are not the solution to problems and worries people encounter. Some people believe that using drugs eliminate one's problems and worries in life. The truth is, drugs of abuse will only worsen the scenario and further add more problems, some of which are even harder to solve. 5. Drugs of abuse do not heat up the body. Instead, they make the body lose heat faster than normal. Drug users believe that certain drugs cause the blood to become warmer, which makes the body temperature rise. In cold countries, drugs are used to heat the body. The truth about this is far from reality. Drugs dilate blood vessels in the skin, which makes the blood to flow nearer to the skin, which enhances convection of heat from the body to the outside environment. Convection transfer heat from inside the body to the outside. Through convection of heat, body heat is lost faster than normal. Profile of a drug abuser. The Dangerous Drugs Board listed the following signs and symptoms of drug abuse. It is important to note that having a few of these signs doesn't immediately make a person a drug user. Therefore, observations of physical, mental, emotional, and social behaviors must be carefully done to confirm if a person is a drug user. One. Declining interest in studies and work. 2. Identification with known drug users. 3. Negative outlook in life. 4. Uncontrolled irritation. 5. Paranoia. 6. Severe feeling of depression and loneliness. 7. Complaints of overfatigue. 8. Frequent involvement in petty fights and crimes. 9. Frequent changes of mood and extreme mood swings. Lousy physical appearance. 11. Reddish eyes. 12. Sudden loss in weight. 13. Frequent complaints of headache and stomach pains. 14. Convulsions. 15. Frequent attacks of cough and runny nose. 16. Brown stains on fingertips. 17. Foul body smell. 18. Wearing of sunglasses even at night. 19. Loss of balance. 20. Loss of interest in sports and hobbies. 21. Poor judgment and loss of inhibition. 22. Loss of concentration.